You know, back then you could get by with just skin knees. Welcome back, everybody. But this is happening exactly as it should.
Hey, buddy. You okay? Yeah.
Who's it gonna be?
Through with just a couple of scraped knees back then. Back then?
Yeah.
What do you say? We doing this? Have we? Never mind about that. Right now, you need to focus on yourself. Move something. Anything. Why not? Good. Easy does it. Slow. And steady.
Little by little.
Yeah. Hey, who are you? Who are you?
I am your everything.
Hello in there.
Oh, well done.
There's still so much to be done.
I'm excited
Maybe
to see
you're
this.
not okay. Ah, he lives. Finally awake, are we?
You're...
Aerith. It's Aerith. And you are?
Cloud.
Nice to meet you again.
Again, huh?
What? You don't remember? What about the flowers?
Oh, the flower girl. And this is...
An old church in the Sector 5 slums. You came crashing through the roof without so much as a look out below. Fell right into my flower bed. Lucky for you. Like, really.
Sorry, I didn't mean to...
Don't worry about it.
You're just
They're
stepping
a lot
on them.
tougher than they look. This place, it has a kind of power. Before I forget, you dropped this when you landed.
Thanks.
I've got one too.
You and everybody and their mother.
Not like mine, no. It's special.
It does nothing.
Mine's not good for anything at all.
Bet you just don't know how to use it.
Could be.
You...
Though, I really don't mind. Just having it is enough. It was a gift from my mother. Pretty crazy, huh? Us meeting again like this. You should stay a while.
What they showed... They better not change it. All right. Okay, fine. Hello, Aerith. They got her little peek.
You will? In that case... Huh?
I'll see myself in. Thanks.
Hello, Reno.
And who are you?
He's my bodyguard. And a soldier. Pretty cool, huh?
Pardon me?
A soldier?
Ex-soldier.
Well, what do you know? You've got the eyes, at least.
You don't mind, do you? Bodyguard work's not too different from merc stuff, right? I guessed. From the sword. Just do this for me, okay?
Fine, but it'll cost you. A lot.
One date.
A lot, huh? One date ought to do it.
Huh. Well, you're weird enough to be one. What class?
First.
If you're gonna bullshit me, at least try to make it believable.
Again, there's only 4 we know about.
Hey, watch the flowers!
You heard the lady.
I'll make this quick.
You better.
Ooh, do I get to rumble with him right now?
You know I'm close too, right?
Since when? This is the first I've heard of it.
Because it was a classified op, princess.
I see you.
I don't think that counts.
See ya.
Hey! Little help in here, guys?
Oh. Well, we might as well open. Gotta get that map to the left trigger.
Whatever. Good old what's his face. Hardly knew ya. I hate doing cleanup, but I'm damn good at it.
I do like that they show the shortcomings of Cloud's weapon.
No
Wow,
holding
be
back.
careful!
I see you.
Asshole. Well, okay then. That's a hit. Floppy.
Come on. There we go.
I see you.
What you waiting for, bodyguard? I'm right here.
Fine.
Come on, tough guy. Step in.
All right.
Floppy.
Okay, let's get the hit points back under control.
Let's try that again. Anytime now.
I won't fight. Well, okay then.
I guess I could try rolling out of that one.
Bring it.
No, we gotta go Punisher.
Let's do this. Anytime now.
Oh man.
Gonna make me work for it, huh?
Yeah, come get me. He looks very young.
Guy. Consummate professional. Figured this dance of ours could use a spark.
Do you really have to fight near the flowers?
Sorry, Aerith.
Steady. Bam.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay, let's try this.
Let's go.
Oh, stunned again.
Going all out. Ain't dead yet.
Yeah, well, I got it off. Yeah, you got me. I admit it.
Get ready.
Soldier boy. No way.
Alright, we're in a little trouble.
You're all right there, Mr. Bodyguard.
I don't want to do it quite yet.
Feeling good.
Got it off. Now? Or do we wait? No, I'm gonna drop him after this. Because he's pretty vulnerable to focus slash. Okay, this is it for him.
Hey, don't step on the flowers.
Coming for you. There's more where that any time now. Okay. Got you shot. You're mine.
And dead?
As good as dead.
Severely dead.
You've got it all wrong, man. I just wanted to.
Cloud, no!
Are they? Sir! Are you hurt?
I'm fine. Go get the girl.
Sir!
Yeah, they're making it the same. Oh, don't do it.
They're not attacking.
Come on.
But why would they just hound Aerith? Unless it's implied that... she's going off script in her private life.
Open up. We should run.
It's not letting me, Aerith.
Through the attic. Maybe we can get out that way.
Right.
But there's hedgehog pies.
That hole.
They saved me.
Don't do that. Okay, now I harp on this a lot. Some trash? Oh, yeah, broken stained glass. It's trash now. So when the game came out, there was a lot of talk about
First.
will they, or when I'm talking about the original FF7, will there should be a way to undo a major thing.
Come on.
And it's pretty common.
Up there!
But some things in life are permanent. So this is the same again.
Oh, man.
Hey, you okay?
Probably. Or maybe not.
If there's so much as a scratch on her, you're done.
Sir!
Probably should have told them that before.
Peace. What now?
Gotta chuck a barrel.
Move and I'll shoot!
Oh no, you won't.
But sir!
Barrels, barrels, barrels.
Could drop that. Okay.
What's the holdup? I can't get to her. Huh? Some kind of magic trick?
All right, round that corner, Cloud. Wouldn't that one fall directly on Aerith? I kind of want to try it. Oh, it's about as smooth as the original.
Run!
Okay, normally you squish them. Alright, I'll go around.
You! Over there! Go to hell!
Sorry, Aerith, I was distracted by the controls. Please help. Oh, I can't go that way. Fine. So that's why she was saying over here. Yeah, this would be a pretty lame way to get a game over.
Go to hell!
4 hit point damage from a gun. Let me out!
Thank you.
Let's move.
Cloud, give me a hand.
What's in that? It's made entirely out of ultra dense hardwood. It's not empty in the middle. Are you coming?
They're in the attic. Should we pursue?
Leave him be.
But sir!
Partners got it. We are out.
Ah, rude.
Beginner's luck.
What you up to, Rudy?
More of those things.
It's like they're guiding us.
Stay close.
So cool.
A line from Squall there. One sec, I gotta get something. Somehow. Okay, fine. You're serious?
There.
Need to stay ahead of him.
Prep for exfil.
Or not.
So yeah, my theory has been these guys keep us on the track of the events of the game.
Yeah,
Cloud
think so.
Cloud saw an event from the
I
future
think-
though.
Actually, I don't know. Let's just go. Okay. Up for crossing the rooftops? See that pillar over there? There's a station right by it. Shall we mosey on over?
Let's.
Yeah, let's mosey. Nice touch.
So, what's next for you?
A little bit of bodyguard work.
Right.
After that, it's back to the Sector 7 slums.
You know how to get there?
Yep.
Of course you do.
Do you really, Cloud? So we'd be in
That's
5,
super
so we gotta go through 6.
He was one of Shinra's Turks. What's a Turk want with you?
Dunno. Hey, don't Turks keep an eye out for potential soldiers and stuff?
They do more than just scout for candidates. Turks get called in to handle all kinds of situations with extreme
Yeah.
prejudice.
Running them down.
Professional bad guys. Gotta love them.
Back to my question. So what's he to you? Looked like you knew each other.
Maybe he thought I could be the greatest soldier yet.
Forget it.
You mad?
Am I going backwards? I don't think so.
Careful. Not a lot of room.
Gotcha.
Lots of shimmying.
Thanks.
I've always liked this arrangement of Aerith's theme. A little more carefree. Anyway, so with the remake,
actually haven't traveled by Rooftop before.
Be surprised if you had.
we'll let them chat for now.
Honestly, kind of exciting.
Well, first time and all.
It's getting better at small talk. It's a lot of conveniently placed ladders, although I guess it makes sense they'd have a path. And keep their recycling up here.
Wait! Give me a moment. Don't just run off on your own.
Those the words of a soldier candidate?
So petty.
Pretty salty there. Yay! Still waiting for that hard edge. Got Force Stealer.
So, does no one live in these buildings?
Nope. No one to get mad if we make noise.
Perfect.
Looks kinda rusty.
I'll go first.
After I do one quick check. Okay, fine.
It's pretty old. Be careful.
Okay.
Easy now.
You worry too much. I'm not some princess who needs to be coddled. Shit.
Alright, that's a pretty charming moment.
That was unexpected. Thank you, Cloud. Ah, there it is. The wall. You know, I thought about leaving once, but in the end, I couldn't.
Too dangerous?
Too much. A whole world bursting with life. Maybe more than I can handle, I think sometimes.
Too much for the dev team.
Now, people hate the steel sky, the slums, but I don't. How could I? All that passion, all those dreams, flowing and blending together into something greater.
Sees the life stream in it. I'm a little nervous about that helicopter just scooting around out there. It's a symbol of Shinra trouble.
This time I'll go first. After all, I can't count on you to wait.
Sure about this?
See for yourself. Maybe I'll go on ahead and leave you all by your lonesome. Just,
Maybe you shouldn't talk.
then you talk. Tell me a story.
Not for free.
Cheapskate. You're. Gotcha.
You're killing me here.
This is good. Aerith had a sense of humor in the original, but it didn't fully come through. Not nearly like she did in
Here goes
Japanese.
nothing. Woo!
And your pants are stained.
You good?
Of course.
dull moment with you.
Yeah, Aerith.
Compliment?
Not really.
That's a broken wrist if you're lucky.
Thanks anyway. We're getting closer to the station. Even so, we'll probably run into a few monsters on the way. Huh. There's a face that screams, "So what?"
I fought scarier things in my sleep.
Yeah, he ain't lying about that. For the record, his sleep is not peaceful. Alright, let's see what we can learn about Aerith. Whoa. Okay, they changed the mithril armor. It used to be just straight up better. I'm a little concerned about her defense. But, wow. Really good magic. We'll see if we can work with that. Also happens to be eco-friendly. It's made out of scrap. It's made of metal, not plastic. Wow, no cheap core. Okay, all of this looks pretty good. That's the one I actually meant to grab, but again, we'll work through all of them. Sure, that's a pretty sizable amount in this. And yeah, I did it. I went for the HP growth. Mostly because I am not enamored with the next level. Okay. Kind of, Rosa had a prayer attack back in the day. Don't see her doing deadly dodge. So we don't need her ice materia. Why not? Howard's a dedicated mage, and it seems like we're more likely to encounter monsters and men. Okay,
Look out, Cloud!
it's a hedgehog pie!
Deal with that.
I'm coming!
Alright, let's see what she's got.
Someone looks like they're in their element. Where are you going, Cloud?
I just wanted stuff. I know the way. Anyway, before I'm trying to say, I hope they don't go off script too much. Because partly because they sold it as a remake, and partly because I am kind of being precious about the original. I don't mind the gameplay changes, but the story is special, and if they are going to give themselves... Okay, so it looks like those things are forcefully putting us back on track.
Bring it.
They weren't in the original. I don't know why you would
That's that.
have them in if you weren't going to go off script on that. Like, if you were just keeping things the same, you wouldn't need phantoms
So, Cloud,
to forcefully
you
keep
don't know
things the
this so
same.
well, do you?
Compared to you? No. Training grounds, barracks, battlefields. That's the world I know.
You sound proud of that.
Makes me feel cool. I've been to places that look like this. I'm sure it's nothing. Anyway, if they are going to change things, I don't know. I wish they would just like
I can see that.
Oh? Thought the world you knew didn't include stations.
have both, I guess. The same and different. Like, you can have DLC options. I don't know. Ooh, Shinra Construction Division.
I can't believe this is happening.
If you would all just please calm down.
Hey, what the hell's going on?
Come on. There's no need to shout.
Popular place.
Yeah, well, it's got a good view of the reactor.
It's on fire!
Ain't a show.
They know that. They're worried.
About what?
Oh, didn't expect to see you here.
Huh? Yeah,
Oh, on your way home from the church?
that's right.
Well, I'm glad you're okay. Did any debris hit the church?
Not debris, no.
That's something at least, but you may not be so lucky next time.
Hey.
Oh, Cloud, wait!
Of course. Just my luck.
What are we waiting for? Oh, I mean, I know I'm supposed to take the train, but there could be treasure, Aerith. Or a bench. Anyway, they have an opportunity to go off book, which some people would like, and you get a new FF7. They have an opportunity to do the same and breathe, I guess, not just new life, but just bring the original into relevance, because it's a special game. Yeah, whoever that is. Guess I'll put the titanium bangle on Cloud. I mean, hard to argue with a balanced upgrade. I assume the train's out of commission. Let's go double check though.
If war breaks out again, I think I'm gonna enlist.
If you do, so will I.
Oh no! They want a war with Wutai again? I mean, Wutai's already been beaten into the ground.
How was the inspection? Didn't have the staff. And they're not gonna send us more help?
Alright, well, that ain't happening.
What you want?
Anyway, and my greatest fear is that they take...
Wait.
You know what? We'll talk about this next time. No, we can talk about it now, and then we'll continue the episode later. My greatest fear is that they're gonna... Well, let's just jump right in. Characters die. The death toll is actually decent when you think about all the people you care about in the game. And it's quite high if you think about all the people you hate by the end of the game. The point is, if they have these things that are putting us on a preordained track, i.e. the original, because that's what they shoved us back into the room we were supposed to be in, and I just replayed it, so my memory is super fresh. They're making a commentary about fate and free will. The catch is, even if you tell a free will story, a free will interpretation of anything, there is one fate we all have to deal with, and it is death. And a lot of stories play fast and loose with death. And, oh, yeah, you can just revive this person. Or, you know, you just negate it. And sometimes it works, you know. In Chrono Trigger, that happens. But the game is about time travel and improving things by changing events. And often that involves saving lives. The very first incidents you have is to save a life. And so you know, okay, there's a way we can alter things so that this person lives. So there's situations where it's okay, I'm trying to say. But FF7 was really powerful. And a big part of that is how it handles death. The characters get knocked out in battle. That's when you use a Phoenix Stone. That's not reviving them from death. It was always the KO status or the wounded. But death was permanent. And sometimes the death was just totally meaningless. And I just hope they don't change any of that. Because so many things play fast and loose. And it's just completely unrealistic. You know? It's just something that has to be coped with. And I come from like a more stoic point of view. You know, memento mori. Like, you will die. Don't run from it. A lot of people deny that. I'm sorry for just going on this little sidetrack, but I just wanted to get it out because I'm getting a worry. Yeah, just like reflect on that every once in a while, because you only have so much time, and you have to make sure you're treating it as this precious thing. And so when all of our media, like, it's so common, oh, they killed this person for dramatic effect and tragedy, but then they undid it. That's frustrating and cheap. Like, don't create the permanent barrier between us and them if you're just going to reverse it, because like you're just reinforcing fear of death and non-confrontation of death. And I'm a big believer that no, remember how precious and short everything is, because time goes fast, and as the song goes, it's hard to make the good things last. Like, when you have it, you have to savor it. If everybody thinks, oh, no, I'm not going to die, or I will, but it's going to be a long ways away or whatever, you wouldn't cherish so many things. Anyway, my point is that the original FF7 dealt with that a little bit, that the characters sort of have to go through this coping of not realizing what they had, realizing that they hadn't mourned, realizing that they haven't talked about it, and then just dealing with the loss and everything. And all of that's so powerful and helpful for life. And that's a precious thing. And I want to make sure, well, I have no control over this, so I got to be at peace one way or the other. I hope they just remember it. Remember that that's important, even if they're going to go off script.